Segment 2, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine. It is a pleasure to have one of our frequent guests, and it's not political season, so we're getting more into the neighborhood. Amie Zander, the Executive Director of the Westridge Chamber of Commerce. Thanks so much for being here, Amie.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, pleasure. And, of course, you can watch us on the web at ntnm.org, communitypolicingcaps24.org. What's up with the Chamber?
Oh, lots of stuff, as usual. We're busy. Busy. This is what kind of our slow season, actually. With the wintertime, things are slow. But we've been doing a lot of snow removal this year because we've had so much snow. On Devon, in our SSA area, we do the snow removal.
Actually, it's very easy walking. Being a walker, I'll tell you, it's like I can.
It's much better.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Yeah, it's been good. Every time it snows 2 inches or more, we plow. We have a company that comes out and plows for us. So that's really been a huge improvement on Devon this year.
Now, you're talking about the sidewalks?
We do all the sidewalks, yeah. We're not in charge of the streets, so once Streets and Sand for City of Chicago does that. But then we take care of all the sidewalks. We do the entire Devon Avenue to the alley, both sides of the street, and Western Avenue at the Devon intersection. So it's really nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a good job.
Yeah, it's been very helpful. So we've been doing that. That's been keeping us really busy, unfortunately.
Yeah, that probably costs a little. This year you got a budget for it this year with all the snow? Or?
We did. There is a budget for it. How it works is they charge you. We did it. Well, the way we did it was to play a flat rate, and then no matter how many times it snows, they come
so you've got a fixed cost. So they make out if there's no snow.
Exactly. So if there's no snow, then we would be in trouble. But this way, it pays for it all up front, and it can snow 100 times, and we're gonna get the snow plowed. So.
Oh, it sounds good.
Yeah.
So you have regular events, of course?
We do. We have our first Tuesdays. Every first Tuesday of the month, we have a networking event, and those are open to businesses, residents, not-for-profits, anybody who's interested in coming to meet our members can come. We rotate locations, so we go to a different member location every single month. So you can go on our website to get the list of where we'll be.
And the website is?
It's westridgechamber.org. And there's a list there. If you click on events, it has all of our events that are listed there. But the first Tuesdays we do every month. And they're real easy and flexible. You come, and it's $5 if you're not a member of the chamber, but it's free to our members. And come and eat and hang out with us. It's a lot of fun. So we've got that going on all the time. We have a recycling going on. We have 2 recycling bins right now for paper, one at Devon Bank and also one at High Ridge YMCA. And we'll take any kind of paper, magazines, newspaper, school papers, any kind of paper. And
but not cardboard.
No cardboard. No, we don't take cardboard. The paper, actually, it goes to this company called Abitibi, and what they do then is take that newspaper, and they have a paper mill, and then the Tribune actually is printed on recycled paper. So it takes about a month, I guess, from the time your paper hits the bin to when you're reading it on your Trib. So it's kind of cool.
And the proceeds go to local schools and things?
They do. The proceeds come to the chamber, and then we have our education fund that we have set aside, and we pick a different project to fund every year. This year we're hoping to do several projects. We sent letters out to all the schools in our service area asking them to supply us with programs that they're doing, and those are actually the choices are going to be made in the next couple of weeks. And we're really looking forward to that. Last year we sent all of the 4th graders from Boone School on a field trip. We paid the bill. It was like $30 a kid, and it was too expensive for a lot of the children to go with their parents paying. So we picked up the bill, and they got to do this great field trip. So,
very cool.
Yeah, that was great, all because of our paper recycling.
Yeah. Now, is Boone ever going to? Because I know you were trying to see if you could get a recycling bin over at Boone.
Yeah, we are still. Part of the problem is because the Chicago Public Schools, they have their own rules with their property, so it's kind of a lot more of a hassle to get the permission as to where it can go. So we're still working with them, and our hope is that we will get one over at Boone soon. The more we have, the better off, because it's closer for people
for sure.
living
Plus
in the neighborhood.
It's actually helped them.
Yeah, and it's going to help them, so it's great. But right
don't
now,
you love bureaucracy?
Yeah, it just takes a little longer than we would like, but it's nice. The bank lets us have it there at Devon Bank. It's right there. You drive up, or over at the Y. You can just drive right in and drop off your stuff.
Now, I'm not sure the timing. It's probably will have happened by the time we're on the air, but isn't it like installation of new officers?
It is. Our new officers and board are coming on. It's actually coming up. It'll just have happened when this show is airing. But we have our president from last year, Vimal Prajapati, is going to be our president again this year. We've got some new faces coming on. We have Mina Carderas from Community First Bank, and Barb Single, who owns a business called Ease the Day. Those are 2 new people that are coming on our board, so we're really excited about them. And a lot of people are renewing from last year, want to stay involved, and which is great. We're happy we have a strong board. We have 13 people on our board, so we're really excited that we have such a strong group of people that are running the show for us. So It's great.
That's terrific. And, of course, one of my favorite events personally is the softball game.
Our softball game, yeah. We're actually just starting the process for that right now. It'll probably be in June. We don't have the exact date yet. We got to get permission from Thillins and the Park District for what night we can have it. But we were checking out the calendar to make sure that we can have you there to be our announcer.
Right. No, that's always fun, and that's something I'm pleased to do. And, of course, that's the Tournament of Heroes softball game where you've got the local policeman versus the local fireman.
Yes, and it's a little tricky this year. We have a new commander for the second year in a row for our softball game, so we're going to be introducing him to what we do up here in Westridge. So we're looking forward to it, though.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy, as a matter of fact, and depending on what I decide tomorrow over at CAN TV, he'll either be on next week or he was on last week.
Oh, good. We'll talk to him about the softball game. We got to get in touch with him because he's new. So.
I will, and of course the fire department is up 3-0 on the police.
They are. Yeah, they're really doing good. So yeah, we're looking forward to that, and it's always a nice family event, and we get the caps and everybody involved with that. So it's really nice. We really look forward to it.
And speaking of caps and all the rest of it too, I want to wish Steve Cohen and Hank Jacob, while they of course moved down to Area 3 together with Bruce Ratner. And while we miss you guys, they picked their own replacements, and so far so good. We're really pleased with them, but they've meant so much to community policing and caps. I would be remiss if I didn't mention those guys. So you probably don't. Do you have to deal with the police a lot at the chamber? Or?
Well, yes and no. We get a lot of on Devon. We have a lot of store owners that don't call the police, so we have a lot of problems where people will not report a crime when it happens, but instead they'll call the chamber office 2 weeks later and tell me, "Oh, this is what happened. My store got broken into. My customer's car was broken into," and then it's too late. So then we'll be calling the police to kind of at least let them know what's happening, but we have a kind of a communication problem there with getting the merchants to be calling the police. So we're trying to work on it.
Merchants, call the police. And by the way, speaking of calls, if people want to call you, and
they can call me at the chamber at 773-743-6022, or check out our website again, westridgechamber.org. Everything's listed there.
Okay, very good. And I want to thank you very much, Amie Zander, the Executive Director of the Westridge Chamber of Commerce, who's been doing such a great job. And it's actually moving. It's like I've never seen as much movement since you've gotten there, that's for sure.
Thanks.
And I'm sure it's been great for the community, too. Thanks so much, everybody. And thanks, Sonny.